grave as a result of my friend is having bad day. Let's go. And before you know it, you are careless about your drink, the drinks that are given to you. And before you know, they drop something there, and you sleep off, and they finally take you to a bed. And by the time you wake up, it's already the following day, and you have been raped. So, for those who like sitting out to drink, never accept drink from everyone. Never accept drink from everyone. I've already said this. Let's tell your roommates, your friend where you are going, very important. Do not walk slowly in the place. In the school, a lot of you, when you are moving up and listen, you see just one person in the midnight walking alone. That is very dangerous. Anytime you are going to read, try and go in company of someone. And most importantly, because of time, learn some little way of self-defense. That is like a joke, learn a little bit of self-defense so that that's one thing happens. You'll be able to do a little gra-gra. At least that's what they see that they have scratched the ground to show that two people, fought. Then, talking about government action, government needs some action. I talked about establishment of either a joint ops room, because there are certain incidents that take place. Even if somebody is kidnapped and is, he couldn't help it, somebody may have seen it. If there is something like free toll line provided by government that really work, not these theory things we hear, that really work. If somebody is even kidnapped and is unable to escape immediately, somebody who saw what happened will report to a joint, patrol ops room where security agents man 24 hours, and that ops room must be properly equipped with surveillance, tracking, all reasonable equipment that can be used to follow it up immediately. If some of these things are put in place, I'm sure, by the grace of God, some of the challenges we have concerning insecurity will be in the mind if they are not totally contained. Above all, if you look at the budget of government, you will discover that security budgets are always high. Security budgets, defense budgets, they are always high. The prof Dean talked about corruption, and this is true. If you look at the budgets of the defense budgets, security budgets, it's always high. And at the end of the day, these people are always complaining of lack of money. So where is the money going? So government need to monitor properly, even money that are voted for some of these things. Otherwise, the things we are complaining about will continue to happen. Thank you very much.
You can do better than that. That's the voice of our Chief Safety Officer. There's a point he raised here that I want him to emphasize. He talked about the students knowing the hotline, that he has checked the hotline severally, but he's afraid that the students may not really know it. Can you just give them that opportunity of picking it now? They have their paper, they have their pen. Can you give them that line? They could call anytime they are in danger.
This line is 2471. The number is 091 21 87 5918. I usually only give them, and the local students have got a private number. It's a fact that I have never turned it down. At any time, even my own personal line, because I'm concerned about justice. That's why I'm here. My own personal line, 080 330 18057.
Thank you, sir. Can you clap for him again? Please, endeavor to use those lines anytime your life is in danger. Or if you see something, say something. Even if you are not the person involved. If you saw anything happening anywhere in a wrong way, you know what I mean by wrong? Please call his line and let him know. His man will take immediate action. This, I want to invite to the high table one of the resource persons that walked in while one of the speakers was speaking to us. I want to invite Dr. Chioma Abasimelo to the high table, the head of the department, mass communication. She is one of the resource persons that will talk to us. But let her come up first. So for now, I know that some of you are getting weak or so. I don't know. You need to exercise for 5 minutes so that you will be bright, you will be up. Okay? Now you all stand up. Everybody stand up, including the members of the high table. Yay. Stand up wherever you are. Stand up. Obedience is the first law in heaven. Wherever you are, stand up. Hands straight forward. Stretch your hands forward. Straight, straight, straight. Straight, straight. Straight to the left. Straight to the left. Straight to the right. To the left. Do it exactly as I say. Do and I say. To the front. Sideways. To the left. To the right. Can you bend? Up. Bend again. Up. Take it up. Down. Up. Down. Shake. Take 5 times. Are you counting? Are you counting? Okay. Are we okay now? Now, do you want to do more? More? Enough. Enough. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now, you know we have so much to share with you. So I'll call up the next speaker, who is going to speak to us on strategies for making our schools safe. Still on that positive action. Still on that essence of our coming year. Strategies for making our schools safe. I want to call on Professor Cornelius Ukweze, the former head of the Department of Mass Communication, to address us.
Thank you so much, MC. The Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences, GSO, all protocols as established, respected. This workshop is structured in such a way that people will be saying things from different perspectives, but still landing at the same point. Like my own topic now, strategies for combating insecurity or ensuring safety in our schools. In some way or the other, some of the speakers here have, there are areas we have, there are areas of overlap. But mine, I will go, the areas they have emphasized, I will not need to emphasize that further. But if to the perspective where I want to drive my own point. Now, we are here, we know why we are here, to commemorate the abduction of Chibok school girls. It was 10 years exactly yesterday. and UNICEF and other stakeholders have gathered us here to brainstorm on how to see that we put an end to such incidences that are growing here and there in the country day by day. So, by way of strategies, my own, I will discuss it from the area of policies, policy formulation, reviews, and the level of implementation. I will also talk about some strategic actions that are needed. I will talk about areas of partnership and, of course, research, what it can do in this instance. Now, let's go straight to the issue of getting government interventions in the areas of securing our schools. But we see that it's not there. I don't know whether the money mapped out for this are released. I don't know whether they are released to the wrong persons that may not use them. But government, this time around, we will draw it into the eyes of government that some of these policies that are in place, that are beautiful and initiated by the same government, should be implemented to the letters of the agreement, especially in the area of safety training, security personnel deployment programs, and the rest of them as entrenched in that Safe School Initiative. For instance, in that Safe School Initiative policy, there was this idea that Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, should be, their recruitment should be enhanced, trained, and they should be posted to be in schools, vulnerable schools. We don't know what is happening along that line. So government should take back and beef of their duty is helping people in disasters. In terms of civil paramilitary relations, they are trained on that. So they should be there. They are not the time that they are not like army that security. Government at a point decided to outsource the internal securities, especially in tertiary institutions, to contract it out and gradually started phasing out the homegrown security men that are knowledgeable about the environment, that are trained on the peculiarities of the school. Imagine importing somebody who is just a trained guard, somebody who has been working in a hotel to come and guard UNIZIK. What is the level of adjustment to the workplace will be low. Mike, the level of adjustment to the workplace will be low. So we are emphasizing that government should go back and start recruiting internal security personnel that will grow up along the ladder to a certain height, so that they can even manage the peculiarities of their schools. This time around, the gradual phasing out of the internal security has led to many of them migrating to other departments, especially the university. In fact, I was the first person to migrate from there to be a lecturer. So, which is not good to the system. So government should go back and think about that and begin to reinforce our internal security mechanism. Then, the government should also, on the part of school administrator this time, the issue of zero tolerance to cultism must not be toyed with. People who are confirmed cultists among the students should be shown the way out. They should be shown the way out so that they cease to constitute risks to others. Then, we are also going to talk about community engagements here as strategies for keeping our schools safe. There should be strong community engagements and partnerships in security matters involving critical stakeholders like parents, local leaders, community members, vigilantes that can collectively tackle issues of security as they unfold. And no institution of government can function without working in synergy with the host communities. So whatever is happening within the community, we know what is happening in Onka now. We are all suffering from that. So there is need for community engagement to quell that. When the host community is peaceful, the school, and by extension, remains peaceful. Then, in terms of partnership again, I also suggested a kind of crowdfunding to encourage provision of infrastructure from within the communities. People in the communities where schools are located. From time to time, raise money, procure equipment for the security personnel, fortify the vigilante group so that they can patrol around, even if not inside the school premises, and so that all the vicinity within the school premises will be safe. Then, intelligence. They should also constitute strong intelligence network within the school communities. Then, that takes us, after community engagement, we can look at some of the speakers have mentioned that the issue of application modern new media technologies or ICTs in security. That is so important. And we say that leveraging technology can enhance school safety measures through installation of surveillance camera systems, emergency alert systems, GPS tracking devices to improve response time. Some of these things we cannot do them without the help of the new information and communication technology gadgets. And I'm happy some schools are keen into that, but this issue of no lights everywhere, we discovered that sometimes when I was a HOD, there's a CCTV camera inside my office that monitors the whole classrooms. But whenever light is compromised, it ceases to work. It ceases to work. So we have to provide some of those basic infrastructure. That takes us to infrastructure properly, especially, and my own emphasis on infrastructure is on hostels. When students are not living inside the school, they are subjected to a lot of dangers. Starting from accidents, shuttling from town to school, to and from school every day is enough thing that can dispose them to accidents. We also talk about living among criminals and cultists in town. somebody is a student, know that when, like you are a student, when you are anywhere you are seen as a model, and you are always a target. So it is not advisable that government should allow our students to be exposed to the external environment, so especially in the night. Government should build hostels. Then, not only hostels, I also added that subsidized school feeding in the university hostels to tackle food insecurity should be reintroduced by government. It was there before. Ask your uncles and grandfathers, those that graduated in 70s and 80s, they eat chicken every Sunday, full chicken every Sunday. CSO is a witness. That is food security. Sometimes some of these crimes we notice inside the school, and when students are trying to survive, especially hunger, when they are trying to survive, government, is it that our money has finished or not? Government should reintroduce tax subsidized. I shouldn't say I didn't say you shouldn't pay. It has to be subsidized to a reasonable extent. Then we talk of consciousness. A lot has been said about awareness and consciousness. The CSO has said that. The team has also said that. So we have to have, what I want to add there is that you as students should have local knowledge of your environment. Local knowledge. No possible threats and escape routes in terms of threats and emergencies. You are not just in a place that you don't know the road to go out and the road to come in. Have local knowledge of your environment. Then always monitor movements of familiar faces. If you see something, you say something that has been said. Then control of visitor access. This team also hammered on that. Then I'm limiting it especially to hostels. In security, what we were taught is security, that in security everybody is a suspect. Have you ever heard that? In security, everybody is a suspect. Don't just trust anybody anyhow. So traffic into the school hostels where students live must be controlled and also under the eye of the camera. Even parents should be regulated on how they visit. Then we have talked about locking our doors. And going a step further in the strategies to say some critical facilities in the university should have securitized door lock systems. Securitized door lock system. The library will be such that the central entrance can be opened by not less than 3 or 4 persons that are identifiable through the electronic door devices. So laboratories, libraries, hostels, and the rest of them, some critical areas should, security door lock system should be installed. Then perimeter fencing has been talked about, but I'm adding not only where you put perimeter fences, clear bushes around the university, school, bushes around the school, so that somebody staying at one point can have a distant view of what is happening some other place. See, if you look there now, you see bushes where monkeys are doing parade. That shouldn't be. You see grasses everywhere overgrown with grasses. That shouldn't be. It is always not good for our safety. Then, thank you, sir. Clear bushes. Build first, fine. Clear the bushes and shrubs around the place so that even security men can patrol. Onye ka si aka na nọ na na-eme patrol. Agwọ Taliban. You flash touch, your touch cannot go any and threat analysis. Government and school professors should, from time to time, conduct research on security challenges, causes, threats, and trend analysis to come up with workable solutions that can solve the problem. Every school has its own peculiarity. So when we conduct such research, we will domesticate it within some environment so that the recommendations from the research can be used to tackle insecurity. Then, finally, I will not leave the media alone because they are partnering in this project. The media should be responsible in reporting issues of security. The media should be responsible. We have seen a lot of unethical aspects of reporting security issues. There was one of my PhD students, we did a research on reportage of Boko Haram insurgencies, and we saw that the media has a lot of, the media is culpable in short, because the way they glamorize security reports in favor of the criminals is not healthy to government even. Sometimes they so bring down government. Thank God that time people like Lai Mohammed will say we have decimated security, we have done that. At least it's just like to say, only in a government medium. So we have to, the media should live up, report exactly. We know in Kaduna, a lot of people, they say 287 at a point when people were recovered, they were not up to even 180. And the government challenged people, if any other person is remaining, let the parents come and say, my child is not yet back. And nobody reported. So why should the media say 287 students were abducted without confirming from the right sources? Thank you so much for listening. The UNICEF and University. This is a welcome development on this trend of insecurity in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Can you put your hands together for him? Loud, loud, loud. Thank you, sir. In fact, these presentations are wonderful presentations. Please, if it will be possible, I suggest that they be documented. Please. In a book. Let's have a book on what has been happening here today. UNICEF, I hope that will be allowed. Please, let's think towards that. So now, I want these students to please endeavor to subscribe right now to UNIZIK94.1FM, the YouTube. If you've not subscribed, subscribe now. Like the page. Make a comment. Tell the world that you are in attendance. That you're part of what is happening here today. Commemorating the 10th anniversary of the abduction of Chibok girls. Share some of the ideas you have learned here today. And if there are things that you are now relearning, point them out. If you're also unlearning, let the world know that, oh, today I have just unlearned this. You know what unlearning means? Drop. Drop the one that is no longer holding water. Okay? Pick a new one. That one is what? Learn it again. Learn again and again. Be reminded. Okay? Have you done that? Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you made any comments? Go ahead and drop your comments. Okay? Because we know we are live. I hope you know that. Okay, the next speaker will soon come up, but we want to invite Professor Ken. Professor Winsway to just make 1 minute comments. Please, 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Thank you, MC.
conduct the protocol. Please, I just want to say that I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me to this occasion. I never really, in fact, I was telling you that what am I coming to listen to? The security that was flooded by our people you know, because I see it as a problem of negligence what happened at Chibok. That's why people they have found it as a good business, like they did say. You know, over time having series of abductions. So, but my concern here, what brought me out is to ask my friend, you know, from UNICEF, that I'm a marketer, I'm a professor of marketing, so we talk from our marketing point of view. So I'm talking about the reaching our audience, the audience that should benefit from this program. I don't think concentrating here, I know it's going online, but who tunes to it? So I would want you to, after the event here, find a way of reproducing and circulating it. If you did a good job before now, I think since here is representing the Eastern Zone, something would have been done to link, even if it's online, other institutions, even if 5% of them. You know, so that this is, because this is a rare lecture. This is rare. Now I'm knowing about SSI. That's School Security Initiative. And the content is so rich. The content is so rich and nobody knows about it. So from my point of view, the sufficient marketing was not done. Our marketing has reached out to the audience and letting them know what they are bringing to the next. In this case, it was not done. So please try and do it.
Thank you, Prof. Another point we want to raise is that the media is here. We expect that the media will escalate the proceedings. Of course, the online streaming is helping, but let the media go further. And like we pointed out, let there be a documentation of these lectures so that people that didn't attend can get to read what has been said. And it will be widely circulated. Okay, let's now invite the next speaker, Professor Bettina Matia, who is going to talk to us on the challenges of making our schools safe. Having heard the strategies, what would be a challenge, what would be a bottleneck that will make these strategies not work or to be ineffective? Thank you, Prof.
Thank you very much. Let me stand on the existing protocol. I'm taking the topic challenges of making schools a safe space. The other resource persons that have been here has really made elaborate discussion on this issue of safe space in schools. And I want us to understand that safety is a very important ingredient in every human society, more so in schools. And I want us also to understand that our parents that sent us here because of the trust they have in the school management. Nobody sends his or her child out to a place where there is no safety. So this environment has the duty to safeguard each and every one of us, both the students and the teachers. So ensuring safety on campus or in school actually is one of the things that leads to success in academic endeavor. Then the question is, what is safe space? I know it has been defined severally by other speakers, but I define it as a place where persons can feel confident that they will not be exposed to discrimination, they will not be exposed to criticism, they will not be exposed to harassment, or either emotional or physically. To this context, we are looking at safety in the school environment. That means it is a place where students can relate with themselves and relate with the environment freely. It is a place where learning and teaching is done in love. It is a place where learning and teaching is done without intimidation or harm. I remember one of the one classes I taught. After teaching, I went out. As I was going out, a young boy pursued me, "Mommy, good afternoon," I answered. And he said, "Thank you very much. I enjoyed your lecture. In short, since I came into this school, and this is the only course I have understood very well." I tried to tell him also that he should also love other teachers as well, not other lecturers. A situation whereby the teacher and the students are relating like friends, like the way you will relate to your children. That's the way it makes the place safe for the students. A place where everything is done in love. You correct somebody not because a child is not properly dressed, comes into your office, you pursue him or her out. No. I've had a case where a student came into my office with crop top. And, actually she knew that what she was wearing is not good. Immediately she came into the office, she started pulling it down. I just ignored her and pretended as if I didn't know what was happening. And when she was leaving, after dropping her file, because she is my supervisor, I called her, she came back and said, "This thing you are wearing," sit down, she sat down. I said, "This thing you are wearing, is it good?" She said, "No." And it started from there. And I cannot tell you that she did not repeat that pattern. She may wear it somewhere else, but I know she didn't repeat it in social science. This is an environment that is safe for children. So, creating a safe environment involves addressing various challenges. There are so many challenges. And as our Dean of Student Affairs said, safe environment goes beyond adoption. I'm not looking at adoption. I'm looking at it from a different perspective. And I will look at some of the challenges. Number one, I identified as bullying and harassment. Bullying and harassment can create a hostile environment for learning, for students. And for this, what we do is that we educate students to be tolerant. We educate students to respect individual behavior, to respect and value life. If you value life, it will be very, very difficult for you to harass a student as a lecturer, as a fellow student. Number two is physical safety measures. Schools must have security measures in place to prevent intruders from coming into the school. And one of the things to do, a lot of people have talked about it, is to have a controlled access for entry and exit of the school, so that there is a place where you come into. The chief safety officer, he has left. He talked about stats, so that when you are coming in, you identify yourself. Who are you? I'm a student of UNIZIK. I'm a lecturer. I'm a technologist. I'm a non-teaching staff. You should be identified by the security personnel if there is a control access and exit in the school. Another one is inclusive environment. School environment should be one where students feel free and are accepted. A situation whereby you are accepted. I schooled in a school where different cultures, even people from outside the country, were in the school, and we were taught inclusiveness, how to tolerate each other. Everybody's culture is not like your own. I hope you know that. And so, because of that, we should be able to tolerate one another. And tolerance, to a large extent, will lead to safety in school. Another one is cyber safety. Cyber safety. You see, there is this massive use of technology. We use it to do our assignment, we use it to write our projects, but we have to be very, very conscious. Once you put on your data, if you're not really careful, a lot of things come in. Once you put on your data, a lot of things. In short, there was a time I had to ask my daughter that read electronics and computer engineering to help me manage the space of my Yahoo Mail. Once you open that Yahoo Mail, you see a lot of things coming in, even naked people. This is just at the right hand side of it. I don't know whether you people experience that. You know, you see a lot of, and it takes discipline for you not to go for it. And it is in this type of thing that people meet friends online, just as the student affairs said. You know, you meet friends that will invite you, and from there, every other thing can happen. I know that I listened to a young lady that was saved by the grace of God. She was almost traveling abroad, and it was an organ harvester that invited her. You know, the man went as far as printing cards, wedding cards. He called her and he met her online, and he started asking her, send her money to do blood test, genotype, blood group, and all those. You know, those ones are very cheap. And then told her to use her money and do liver function, kidney disease, heart, whatever, all the things to know whether the heart is okay. And at the end of the day, now sent her tickets to come back and told her to do her passport, which she did, and then designed a wedding card, which any of us designed a wedding card and sent to her. And with that wedding card, she was good. But God saved her. When she got to immigration, they saw some disparity between her name and whatever. And the lady kept her there. And eventually, when they had finished boarding, that was when the lady brought her and said, okay, where's your husband's number? And she brought her the phone number. And the woman brought her the number of organ harvesters, which they have. And that number is there. So these are things that we are supposed to, we have to be very, very disciplined and responsible when we are using it. Tell yourself, I want to use it for my studies. Okay, the next one is substance abuse prevention. You see, a lot of people, including myself, is struggling with a lot of emotional trauma, a lot of trauma, either from home, it may be coming from home, or within the school here. And based on that, you see, some people go into substance use, to use it to cushion whatever. But I want to advise us that that is not the solution. Instead, we should go for counseling. There is a counseling center here, psychological counseling center, and I know that their door is wide open, 247. Or if you see somebody, I know that there was a case that it was my son. He went into the room and met the young man and alerted me, and we went and raised such case. So whatever is happening, let somebody know. If you see something, say something. Let somebody know. There is a psychological center that is open. Instead of going into drinking, smoking, or whatever, go to somebody to talk to and say, this is what you're passing through. As I said to you, it is not you alone. Virtually everybody, including the person that is talking to you, is passing through stress. Hello, did you hear me? So there is nothing that you are passing through that is so big that any other person has not passed through. Another one is teachers training. I made a comment, I said that a student came to me and was telling me he understood. We all are coming into an environment that is alien to us, particularly some of us, like sociology. Before I started, I don't know what sociology is all about. I just came into an open space. Now, people that are reading mathematics, they have done a little mathematics in the secondary school. People that are reading English, they have done a little English. But those of us that are reading mass communication, sociology, name it, psychology, it is alien. You are coming in with a clean slate. And if the lecturer will come in and bamboozle you with stunts and our mass and we name it. At the end of the day, you'll be thrown away. So this issue is not a one-off something. And nobody knows it all. Something that the school authorities should be able to open up a feedback mechanism and solicit feedbacks from everybody so that at the end of the day, we will use it to improve on what we have done. With that feedback, we will know, are we doing very well? How far have we gone? Are we not doing well? What are we supposed to do? What is the feedback? And if we can confidently handle these challenges, I tell you, the school will be a safe place for both the students and the lecturers. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Professor Bentina Matthias. She gave us a lot of things that we are going to take away with. Particularly that we need to desist from bullying and harassment, because that leads students into one form of danger or the other. We need to respect and value life. If we do that, we will be safer. Safety measures should be in place by controlling exit and entry points. That goes to our Department of Safety. Okay? You know, we are no longer concerned about just the security alone, but safety, which is all inclusive. We need to have an inclusive environment. I appreciate the other person's personality. I appreciate the other person's culture. We are different but one. Cyber safety. Be careful how you navigate the cyber space. Be very, very careful. And finally, there's this